Thank you, Adegboyega, and many thanks for joining us on the business news. My name is Faith Agbetuya. The Senate has passed a sum of 8.916 trillion naira as estimates for the 2019 budget, as against 8.83 trillion naira earlier proposed by President Muhammadu Buhari. The new budget figure was passed after Danjuma Goje, Chairman Senate Committee on Appropriations, presented a report. The figure is 86 billion naira higher than the estimated budget presented by Buhari before a joint session of the National Assembly on December 19th. The chairman noted that this is the first time that the Senate would not tamper with key assumptions such as $60 per barrel of crude oil and 305 naira per dollar benchmark. Thereafter, the senators voted on the clauses of the appropriation bill in the Committee of Supply. They also approved a 10 billion naira intervention fund for Zamfara, following the activities of bandits and kidnappers that have ravaged the states. Key components of the budget as passed by the senators are statutory transfer for the National Assembly, National Judicial Council (NJC) and Public Complaints Commission (PCC), among others. 502.58 billion naira debt service, foreign and domestic 2.25 trillion naira, and recurrent expenditure of 4.65 trillion naira, as well as capital expenditure of 2.94 trillion naira. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, is expected to sustain its liquidity mop-up activities this week in response to inflow of 172 billion naira into the interbank money market. Last week, the Apex Bank mopped up 166 billion naira by issuing secondary market, open market operations, treasury bills, and the resulting outflows, which offset inflow of 46.25 billion naira from matured TBs, occasioned 660 basis points increase in average short-term cost of funds in the interbank money market last week. Data from FMDQ showed that interest rate on collateralized lending rose by 643 barrels per ton to 16.29% last week from 9.86% the previous week. Similarly, interest rate on overnight lending rose by 672 BPTS to 17.29% last week from 10.56% the previous week. Analysts at Lagos-based investment firm projected that this trend might persist this week due to expectations that the Apex Bank will conduct OMO auction to mop up 172 billion naira inflow from maturing TBs. And now to stock market reports. Stockbrokers traded in a total of 544 million ordinary shares valued at 8.2 billion naira on the strength of instructions of investors. At the close of trading today on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange, we have the CCNN PLC recording the highest volume of trade with a total of 132 million ordinary shares and at a value of 1.86 billion naira. FBNH came second on the activity chart with 68.8 million ordinary shares valued at 497 million naira. Seplat Nigeria PLC led the pack of gainers with 7 naira to close trading at 575 naira. And Forte Oil came second on the gainers chart with a 3.20 kobo gain to close at 35 naira 30 kobo. On the other hand, Nestle Nigeria PLC topped the losers chart with a drop of 30 naira in its share value to close trading at 1,520 naira. Dangote Cement PLC came second on the pack of losers with a drop of 6 naira in its share value to close trading at 180 naira. All share index closed today's tradings at 29,159.79% in 0.74 points in 4,682 transactions, while market capitalization ended today's tradings at 10.95 trillion naira. And that's it on the business news. I get you back to Adegboyega Labiron for the continuation of the news. My name is Faith Agbetuya. Good evening.
And that's the size of our package from the Lagos studios of IATV. I am Adegboyega Labiron, thanking you for having stayed tuned and handing you over back to our studios in Ibadan for the next segment of the news. Good evening.